Ah, purpose of this video is to document where I am right now. I have tested positive with COVID, and I tested positive last Tuesday, and actually symptoms started probably last Sunday night, late Sunday, early Monday morning, and this is Saturday. So I guess, I don't know, so I've had it, I would say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So this is 6 days. Anyway, I don't know what to think. First of all, I believe I had it back in early 2020, like end of January, first part of February. I had something really weird, and it was before they announced it, but only like a month before they announced this. And it did go into my chest, and it was real weird. I remember thinking, this is really different. It affected my chest more than anything. But I wasn't sick enough to go in, and I got over it on my own. It went through my system pretty quickly. Now, fast forward to today, which this is the middle of January 2022. I think it's the 15th, I'm not sure, whatever Saturday is. Anyway, it's the 15th or 16th today, and this one, it's, to me, what I have is just a good the old-fashioned stomach flu. I briefly had a slight fever for a half a day, and then that was it. And I've had nothing in my chest, no congestion, so basically no fever. And it's just all stomach. Oh, I had diarrhea from hell. But it was only for one day too. But oh, that's all. I'm glad it wasn't more than that. But it's like the stomach flu, and now, and I am self-quarantining. I'm doing the 10 days, and that's another thing. I went in, and I'm not even sure if I had to do it over again. I'd even go in and test. You know, I question if that was necessary or helpful. I really don't know. I knew I was sick. And when I first started getting the symptoms, well, I know to stay home. I think it's kind of sad in this, whatever we're having right now, people have to be told to stay home when they're sick. I don't go to the store when I'm sick. But I don't know if it's helpful to know. And that's my issue is I question the test. Was I sick? Yeah. Is it the COVID? I don't know if I buy that, because it's not what they're saying. You know, they keep changing the rules. They keep changing the definitions for this and for that, and it's like, oh, and at the same clinic, I'm given two complete different answers. I went in, all I wanted was the COVID test. Ended up having to see a physician's assistant, to have her look at me and tell me I'm sick. Well, fuck, I know I'm sick. All I wanted was the COVID test. Anyway, she tells me 5 days quarantine from the time of the test. Okay, I thought, well, that's easy. And then 2 days later, I get the phone call. The tests are back. I'm positive. And the guy that called me, and I have no idea if he's a doctor, a tech, or what he is. I don't know. He didn't identify exactly. I should have asked. But anyway, he tells me 10 days from the time that the symptoms started. So I'm told two completely different things. When I challenged him on it, I said, well, the PA told me 5 days from the test. He said, well, that's for healthcare workers. I'm going, okay. And then that blows my mind that they're allowing healthcare workers to go back to work 5 days after they test positive, and they're around compromised people. Not everybody that's going into a clinic has COVID. They're going in for other things too. So you have healthcare workers going back to work 5 days after they test positive, and they're around people that are compromised already. I don't know. This whole thing has not made any sense to me at all. I think we need to get back to common sense. If you're sick, you stay home. Use a little common sense, people. Stay home if you're sick. Don't go to the store and sneeze all over the produce when you're sick. Wash your hands. We have to tell people to wash their hands. Oh my God. Anyway, so today I'm what I am today, and I haven't had symptoms for days now, but I'm still really tired, and I'm still doing the self-quarantine. And the good news for me is that I have a Bowflex home gym, a treadmill, and some dumbbells. So I am able to continue with some good stuff for me that my body needs, which is exercise. I think I got worn down because I have, over the past month, a little over a month now, I haven't been able to get out and go hiking because I am having a hip issue, which it is healing. And I was cleared to go hiking this week, and I was going to do that. And then I got hit with the COVID. So my hip gets one extra week and a half there of no hiking. So anyway, I don't know. This was this, and as far as the flu bug goes, it was bad diarrhea, but as far as everything else, it's been pretty easy. I've had far worse flu bugs than this, far worse. So I think we need to just get back to some common sense. And the CDC, I can't keep up with them. I've given up on them. I can't keep up with what they think is best. I don't think they know. And I question this test that they just did on me. I don't think it was COVID. I believe I did have the COVID, and I know what it feels like. I don't believe this last thing I had was COVID. I think it was just a good old-fashioned stomach flu. Where did I get it? Oh, who knows? I think every time we walk into a store, we're exposed to different viruses. I don't know. I don't even think you can protect yourself in your own home. Except your immune system. And I was impressed with the clinic I went to, the paperwork that I read. I was impressed. They were recommending like vitamin C and zinc and vitamin D. And I think they even had something else on there, which I take all of that. But I was impressed that they actually had that on there. It's like, oh, is the medical community finally coming around, the mainstream medical community? I use alternative doctors. But maybe the mainstream medical community is starting to recognize that, hey, the immune system is kind of key here. That's your most important thing you have going for you, whether you get the vaccine or you don't get the vaccine. The number one thing that's the most important is your immune system. Supplements, but also diet, exercise, and I think probably the most important thing is reduce stress in your life. Stress makes everything worse. Stress really hits the immune system. And fear. That's the mainstream media has done such a horrible disservice to us through this mess. Just terrible disservice. Because all they have thrown at us is fear-based. And the number one thing that shuts down your immune system is fear. You're living in fear, your immune system is so compromised. Turn off the TV, listen, or go watch Netflix movies. Since I'm really stuck here in the house, I've been watching some really good movies, and they're really good. And they're all Netflix, and I enjoy those. But turn off mainstream media, and even if you have favorite media, you want to be a little bit informed. It's okay to be a little bit informed, but I'll tell you what, there's misinformation on both sides. I think it all comes down to listening to yourself and using common sense. I think we need to get back to that and to think for ourselves instead of people dictating to us what we should and shouldn't do, what we should and shouldn't think. I think we need to get back to some common sense and really listen to yourself and take time to rest. Take time to be in nature. That's my thing. That's where I thrive. And I think that contributed to me my immune system not being 100%, which I am going to be getting back out there next week. Yay. Let's see. This is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think by Wednesday I can go. Anyway, get out there in nature. Get out there in fresh air or sunshine or whatever makes you feel good. Some people do real well at the gym or just do exercises at home. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to have, like I do have a nice Bowflex, okay, I do have that. But you don't have to have that to get exercise at home. There's all kinds of videos out there now for home exercises. And I don't eat a perfect diet, but overall I eat fairly healthy. And I'll tell you too, 4 years ago I lost about 35 pounds 4 years ago. And I did that by cutting out processed sugar and a lot of the processed foods. I still eat some processed foods. I still eat a little bit of sugar, but very low processed sugar. That's another thing too. Sugar really hurts your immune system. And can you not have any? No, you can have some. But we eat sugar, or at least I did, like there was no tomorrow. It was like part of my main diet. And when you're doing that, you're really compromising your immune system. And right now, that's what you need. And I'll tell you something too. If you think you're addicted to sugar, I can guarantee you are. And when you go off of it, I'm not going to tell you it's easy. The first 3 days I was fighting it. You feel like you're going to die because you're so addicted to it. But once you get past the 3 days, then it gets easier. And then you get past the 7 days. And then after you get off of it for a couple of weeks, now, once in a while, I eat first of all, I eat dark chocolate every day. Dark chocolate is good for you. Eat the dark chocolate. Just don't eat the entire candy bar, especially the big ones. That's what I used to do. I used to buy the really big chocolate bars and eat it all at once. Don't do that. But have a little bit every day. It's good for you. But when you get away from sugar, you lose the cravings. I can promise you that, because boy, was I addicted. And I just cringe sometimes when I come out of the store and I see people's carts and they're just full of cases of soda. Get off the soda, people. Get off that soda. Drink water. Drink kombucha. Drink fruit infused water, a little bit of fresh lemon, a little fresh orange in there. Get off that soda, man. It's okay to have one once in a while. I do. If once in a while when we go out to dinner, I'll have a soda, but I don't drink it every day. I can go weeks without having a soda. Weeks. Anyway, that's my spiel for today. I guess I was going to talk more about my journey here with COVID, which there's not much to say except I had stomach flu. Yeah, that was fun. And I do feel kind of tired, but that's something that I am able to do. I am retired, and I'm very grateful to be retired, and I'm able to rest when I need to, when I feel the need to, and that's critical. Very critical, rest. And you don't have to necessarily go to sleep. You just go in and you lay down flat. When you lay down flat in bed and you close the door and you have peace and quiet, your body goes into a deeper rest. And your body needs that deeper rest right now. So really, really go into that deep rest. So anyway, that's my story. And this too shall pass. How's that? Live your life. Don't live it in fear. Use common sense. Turn off that TV. Turn off that news. Watch funny movies. Watch heartfelt movies. And I like a good mystery sometimes. You know, a whodunit. Those are fun. Do that and get out in nature and sunshine. Get off that sugar. Get off that sugar. Do things that make you feel good. Do things that you enjoy. And that can be whatever that is for you. I seem to thrive out. I'm not happy unless I have my hiking boots on. So, but find out what that is for you. And everybody have a good day.